Hi everybody and welcome to your May reading. Let's see who is next. We have Libra. Okay, welcome Libra. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign for a more complete view of the month, or you may find those readings resonate more for you. And we do have a full moon lunar eclipse in your sign in sidereal astrology that's coming up on May 5th. And then it'll be in Scorpio and tropical astrology, but find out where that might fall in your chart, where you can expect the most change here. We're between these eclipses, right? We had the new moon eclipse on April 20th. And now we're moving on to the lunar phase. Okay, and then we will have a new moon happening in Taurus, and that's both in tropical and sidereal astrology on May 19th. And the thing about Taurus is you and Taurus are both ruled by the planet Venus. So it could be a profoundly impactful new moon for you as well. Or you could have placements in Taurus being activated by this new moon. Let's see what Libra needs to know. Oh, we still have Mercury retrograde until May 14th when it stations direct, but it'll be in its shadow until the end of May. So let's find out what you need to know, Libra. Okay, that's a lot. It's more than I was expecting, but let's start there. Underneath the Six of Cups. Okay, there is that Scorpio energy. All right. Let's see what we have to start. The Fool. Okay. So the Six of Cups is normally the past, right? The nostalgia, the feeling good, the good times, the memories. And now the Fool is like, well, I'm moving forward. It's time to take off in a new direction. Visit the past, but don't live there. Let's see, the Seven of Wands. Move forward and defend yourself there. The Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter. This expansion energy is echoed in the Fool as well. And the Six of Swords, more movement on. Okay, you might face some resistance with your decision. Maybe you're leaving your family for the first time, or your hometown. And it's like kind of venturing out into the unknown, but there's definitely expansion going on for you this month, Libra. The Two of Cups. Okay, well, that might be something that waits on the horizon for you, a new partnership, some support. The Six of Pentacles. Now we have 3 sixes, which is not a bad thing. Six of Cups, Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles. This actually represents the moon in Taurus position, so I feel like that new start is coming for you towards the end of May. But it's, again, reciprocity and gratitude. In the Six of Pentacles, it feels like an even match. I mean, it even pictures the scales here, the Libra. That's your sign. So, and with the Two of Cups being a balanced partnership, it's equal give and take. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, Virgo. Could be work. Some of you could be relocating for work, or meeting somebody at work, or through the same, maybe you're in the same business together and you travel. You meet this person at a conference. But there's a lot of like-mindedness there. There's, again, the only resistance I feel is from other people. It doesn't feel like you're resisting it, but it's like this outside kind of, oh, I don't know if you should go there. People may be trying to talk you out of it, but they don't know what awaits you. I mean, they may be focusing on the negative aspect of that. Well, meanwhile, you're focusing on the positive. There's optimism in the Fool card. It's the great unknown. It's not seeing the glass half empty like, oh, you know, what could happen? But then thinking of it positively as an, oh, what could happen? You know, see the difference? Let's see what kind of astrology we can add here. Underneath Pluto. Okay, there it is. Scorpio again. We started Pluto under this deck. Pluto rules Scorpio. Change, transformation, maybe, you know, this blossoming, this coming out of the cocoon with the butterfly there. Changing your perspective. I think first and foremost, sextile, combination of tension and flow, potential and rewarding situation. Yeah, that could be that tension from the Seven of Wands, you know, and then the rewarding situation being the Two of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. So there's great potential there, but, you know, with great risk comes great reward. Mars, move forward and defend self. It's funny I mentioned that because, I mean, this is ruled by Jupiter and Leo, right? And Leo being a fire sign like Mars. Or is this Mars and Leo, not Jupiter and Leo? Excuse me. That's the connection there. And the trine, angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. Well, we do have a lot of water symbolism here with the Two of Cups, the Six of Swords, movement over water. And, I mean, currency. We have money, right? Currency is fluid, liquid assets. It's all fluid energy, fluid money. And it looks like it's flowing towards you in this with the Wheel of Fortune showing up. That could be another reason for protection with Mars, you know, maybe keeping your assets a secret if you find yourself in abundance this month, which seems rather possible. And finally, fire, confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery, more Leo energy. So maybe this Two of Cups individual that you meet up could be a creative type, a Leo, have strong Leo placements or expressions of those characteristics, but Leo rules the 5th house of creativity. Again, it could be an art project that you end up working on together, or a work assignment, something that you're creating with this individual. But it's not a solo endeavor this month. There is participation from somebody else. Okay, let's see what your animal medicine is. Okay. Oh, it's a blank card. Forgot to take those out. Oh, well, you're allowed to, I guess, use them to create your own sigils or imagery. Oh, another blank card. That's curious. All right, Hummingbird, number 44. All right, so whenever I get those angel cards that are blank, it's like there's something that's you're not supposed to know yet. Like, all things will be revealed in due time. When you get there, you'll see it when you get there, kind of thing. You'll know it when you see it. Let's look at the Hummingbird. Lovely. The title is Joy. Hummingbird, joyful little sister, nectar you crave. All the sweetness of the flowers is the love you gave. Well, I mentioned that giving and receiving in the 6 of Pentacles. So maybe, again, all the love that you've given out to the world is being returned to you. So Hummingbird is associated with the ghost shirt religion, which taught that a certain dance done properly would bring about the return of the animals, and that white people would disappear. Once again, the original people would know the joy of the old ways. In Mayan teaching, hummingbirds is connected to the black sun and the 5th world. Hummingbird can give us the medicine to solve the riddle of the contradiction of duality. The song of Hummingbird awakens the medicine flowers. Hummer sings a vibration of pure joy. Flowers love Hummingbird because nectar sucking brings the reproduction of their families. Plants flower and live because of Hummingbird. Hummingbird can fly in any direction, up, down, backward, and forward. Hummingbird can also hover in one spirit and appear to be motionless. Great Spirit created Hummingbird to be slightly different from the other feathered creatures. Because of their magical qualities, hummingbird feathers have been used for millennium in the making of love charms. It is said that hummingbird conjures love as no other medicine does, and that hummingbird feathers open the heart. Without an open and loving heart, you can never taste the nectar and pure bliss of life. To brother and sister hummingbird, life is a wonderland of delight, darting from one flower to another, tasting the essences and radiating the colors. If hummingbird is your personal medicine, you love life and its joys. Your presence brings joy to others. You join people together in relationships would bring out the best in them. Well, it makes sense. You rule the 7th house of partnership. You know instinctively where beauty abides, and near or far you journey to your ideal. Okay, we had the Fool and the 6 of Swords show up. You move comfortably within a beautiful environment and help others taste the succulent nectar of life. Okay, some of you might be like a life coach or a counselor of some kind, connecting people to their joy, their passion, what helps them, makes them feel alive. And with the fire there of creativity and the Leo energy showing up, Leos are known to live from their heart. You know, you think of the Wizard of Oz, the cowardly lion who wanted some courage. Oh, wait, that was the Tin Man that needed a heart. Anyway, I digress. But the Leos are notorious for being very loving, generous, caring people. So that could be the kind of individual that you're meeting. The hummingbird holds the bow of beauty, which is delicately inlaid with gold and silver flowers, pearls, and precious jewels. Hummingbird disdains ugliness or harshness and quickly flies away from discord or disharmony. If Hummingbird has flown into your cards, get ready to laugh musically and enjoy Creator's many gifts. Drop your judgmental attitude and relax. Hummingbird will no doubt give you a flash of spirit, darting here, there, and everywhere. Get ready for a strange new burst of energy, which may send your senses reeling. Hummingbird hears celestial music and is in harmony with it. Hummingbird may invite you to an art museum or concert. Hummingbird energetically embraces the highest aesthetics. Never be coarse in front of Hummingbird, for this is a fragile medicine which may have no understanding of worldly affairs. Beauty is the target, and Hummingbird's mission is to spread joy or to be destroyed. Hummingbird quickly dies if caged, caught, or imprisoned. Follow Sister Hummingbird, and you will soon be filled with paroxysms of joy and experience a renewal of the magic of living. Cool. So I did mention a trip, like even an art project. So creativity and art seem to be a big theme here for you this month. Let's take a look at your Queen of the Moon Oracle for Libra. Pleasure. Yeah, that really does align with the beautiful things in life, right? Number 18, which is the moon card in tarot. So there's butterflies pictured there, but not hummingbirds. Very similar, though. Delicate wings. Let's take a read about pleasure. I also like in the image here how she's kind of leaning forward with her heart. You know, she's expressing energy. She has like a whole solar system revolving around her. She's got things in her orbit, but leading with the heart. So, are you taking life too intensely or too seriously? The time has come to call in the pleasures of life. Seek lightheartedness at this time. Focus on what would make you happy. Schedule in activities you find pleasurable. The mantra is, I open myself to the pleasures of life. In our search for a better life, something happened along the way. We forgot how to find real pleasure in what we do rather than just being diverted from the everyday. Life can be overwhelming, and our rational mind seems to need every available minute of our time to be able to cope with its demands. Pleasure has taken the back seat, or there is a pattern of it now forming destructive tendencies such as binge drinking rather than simply having a wine or two with friends. A big part of pleasure is letting go. This does not mean surrendering or giving up, but simply means handing over all of our administration, stress, worries for a time, and immersing ourselves in something joyful. When we don't allow ourselves to experience pleasure, whether in the form of laughter, play, sensuality, or the development of skills, we remain less than whole and feel a wanting. No fun actually does make us dull. Over time, we are much less effective in our emotional and work lives if we do not experience regular doses of pleasure. Okay, well, some of you may be, with this work card here, you may be taking a vacation, a break from work, that Six of Swords. You know, get away for a couple days, go out dancing or go to a concert, like it said. Like break some kind of pattern, maybe that's been making you feel dull or confined. If ancient ancestors knew the importance of pleasure in the forming of a healthy mind, body, and spirit, they do know the importance. There were gods and goddesses dedicated to happiness and the pleasures of life, such as Egyptian goddess Hathor. The temples of Hathor were joyful places full of song and beauty. There were even small temples placed in her honor outside the major deities' temples so that people could be in a happy and contented mental mood before entering a worship. The Egyptians clearly believed that having a positive or relaxed state of mind assisted in having a positive spiritual connection. The companion stone or metal is turquoise. And I just got this image of the southwest of America. If some of you may be journeying out in that direction because the natives make a lot of turquoise jewelry there, that could be part of your travels. Okay. We're going to get an Archetype card and an Alchemy card. They're both from the same author. I just got the Alchemy deck, so I'm always excited to see what new messages come through for us there. Well, let's start with the good old archetypes. Aletheia, I believe that means truth. Let's see, that is number 77. Nice. Yes, it means truth. Our soul recognizes the truth. When someone speaks it, a cool wave of relief washes over the room, and all the facts and figures in the world fall by the wayside. Such is the power of Aletheia. It has the undeniable resonance that goes beyond the rational. We can also recognize Aletheia by its contagiousness. When we hear someone speak the truth, we see the truth within ourselves and are more likely to tell our own story. The Aletheia card requires us to step toward an act of truth. This might look like a conversation, a gesture, a poetic act, or a ritual that honors the unveiling of what's been concealed. Reclaiming your own truth story is a way of reclaiming your vital energy, health, and a sense of belonging in the world. Truth has its own wings. Set it free. Okay, more imagery of wings with the hummingbird and the butterflies and pleasure. So maybe some of you are taking a flight as part of your fool's journey there. It is said that the resonance of our voice changes when we speak a falsity. In this light, practice seeing truth as a vibration. Picasso said, "We all know that art is not truth. Art is a lie that makes us realize truth, at least the truth that is given us to understand." So art is a recurring theme in this reading as well. When light, clarity, revelation, and disclosure. When dark, distortion, gaslighting, or excuses. And go deeper with the goddess of Ma'at and Veritas. So Ma'at was the Egyptian goddess that weighed your heart against a feather after death, and with the scales of Libra, right? I mean, you are an air element, and Libra is often associated with the legal system, judgment, right? Speaking the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So in embodying that, that vibration of your truth is really what's going to attract this other partner and allow a harmonious connection there. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic, but just somebody who feels your vibe, who's picking up what you're throwing down, someone who can really connect with you and make beautiful music together. Okay. Let's see what the alchemy cards can add to this. All right. Let's go with this. Ooh, against nature. Contra naturam. Number 56. Interesting. On its face value, against nature, I mean against your truth. Maybe, and we had this card truth next to it. So true, false. So the title of this card is Willfulness, to force or control. On some level, we all know when we are going against nature. We recognize it in feelings of impatience and agitation that arise when trying to force certain outcomes. The Contra Naturam card arrives to remind the alchemist they cannot control the uncontrollable. Nature has its way, enveloping us in a wild narrative that we can collaborate in but not dictate. No matter our efforts to manage every aspect of our lives, the mess ensues. Spring is soggy. The lotus requires mud. People do what they do. This card heeds a warning not to fight the flow of Mother Nature or of destiny. Once we loosen the grip of what we think life should look like, a whole new realm of possibility awakens. Now is the time to be radically open to what nature has in store to you. Okay, so I mentioned the resistance would be of other people, but this could very much be you as well. Resistance to truth, resistance to nature, or what is the truth about yourself or your energy. And see, the side notes say, think of this card as trying to force a square peg into a round hole. There's likely a solution waiting for you to see it. Shake things up, dance, tell a joke, take a break. And be mindful if this card appears with the Saturn or the Iron card, they all are indicate an overarching structure that may need re-envisioning. Okay, well, that doesn't apply here. So, but perhaps some of you may feel like you have been a square peg trying to fit in a round hole of society, and you don't really recognize that you fit with people exactly all the time. The sextile is a combination of tension and flow. Mars can be contention, some disagreements, but this seems like more in the month of May, you'll have an opportunity to find people that reflect your inner truth. As this row is reflected, there's a yin and a yang. There's a balance there. There is somebody or somewhere that is right for you, but you have to embody your own energetic truth in order to attract that. All right, I want to draw one more alchemy card here. we have the golden rose, number 58. So we have another rose symbolism here, right? All right. The side note says, observe how many cards with roses appear in one reading. They are indicators of the alchemical garden awakening, of mystical work manifesting itself in the physical world. And we have, the hummingbird that visits several flowers in order to pollinate and get nectar and food for itself. So this could be an expansion of your social group too. Or somebody you meet could have a flower or be holding one or bring you one. Let's go ahead and read about that. The rose has long been used as a symbolic image for the summation of alchemy, the outer petals representing the first 7 planets in operations, while the inner petals protect the revelations from unwelcome eyes. But what exactly resides at the center of the golden rose? Alchemy tells us it is a secret, and it is meant to be kept as such. The rose spirals both inward and outward simultaneously. It offers beauty to the onlooker while concealing its inner chambers. This is a complex nature of the golden rose. It challenges the alchemists to reorient their thinking, to devote their work to honoring the secret rather than attempting to become the master of it. Kneel at the altar of the unknown. Cherish the golden rose, as it is a model of the self. More will be revealed. Ponder the word secret. It indicates there is something cherished that is worth protecting, worth devoting oneself to the search of. Secret is sacred. We have here, the unknown. I mentioned, why did we draw these 2 blank cards that I normally remove from the deck? So embrace the unknown. And that's what the Fool does when he takes his first step out the door. He doesn't know where it's going or what it's doing. But we have to embrace the chaos, literally, because we don't know where it'll end up taking us. Okay. Let's take a look at your angels and ancestors here. Hermit, retreat and recharge. Okay, I guess maybe some of you have been working too much, and that's why that 8 of coins showed up. It's time to take a break. It's time to get out of town. And underneath we have She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. All right, so yeah, I feel like a lot of you are going to go dancing. There's music and there's art. There's self-expression abound. Some kind of festival maybe if you're going to, and there's the full moon in the background. It's like, and this is being authentic. Unleash your wild side, right? This is the real you. Okay. I want to get a Journey of Love card. I mean, it looks like beautiful surprises are around the corner, honestly, Libra. When you take a break from the day-to-day, or when you start embracing the truth of your energy, your identity, rather than concealing it or trying to force it to fit into something that's not meant to be. The spaces between the words is the Journey of Love card we have. When we look for guidance, we often look for words that clarify, reassure, and help us find our authentic path through the chaos. Yet there is also guidance in the spaces between the words, between each letter, between all the happenings in our life. Where there is nothing to be said, there are no lines to be colored in, where there is just openness. Those are the times when we need to freestyle. We need to do or not do based on what is happening for us right in the moment. Often there is far less to do than we think. Often we don't need to think. There is a space forming around you now. Sometimes when we sense this subconsciously, we feel exhilarated and excited, anxious and nervous, and do not even sure why. There is a sense perhaps that we wouldn't mind having a map of this unknown terrain. Again, the secret, the unknown. Or perhaps we are happy to wing it and make it up as we go. Either way, there is space to just be. It is a receiver for the divine presence. If you have a lot of space of unknowing around you now or within you, then just know that there is a lot of divine presence to be received. It can't be explained really. It happens between the words, and yet without it, there wouldn't be any words, any guidance at all. This oracle speaks to you. So enter the space and let go, for your time to receive is upon you. Be blessed. That could be part of this retreat and recharge too. It's a very receptive pose to be in, to receive connection from the divine. Okay. You know what? We have all these roses showing up in this reading. I'll wrap this up soon. But I want to get the Rose Oracle and see what that has to say. Rose Oracle for Libra. The waters, the wastelands. Sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. Unbelievable, or a referral to the garden. Yeah, I think a lot of you are burnout. You know, you've been working too much. It's time to water your garden, tend your garden. And this even mentioned with the golden rose, the blossoming of a spiritual garden. So even if it's not your physical body that's drained, it could be your life force, your energy, something that needs attention, nurturing, revitalization. And underneath we have the anointed, answer the call, leadership, empowerment, soul gifts. And underneath, the healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It is safe to soften. Okay. Okay, Earth. Ask the element of Earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. Again, I get a sense of that gardening metaphor, this connection to the Earth. Triple moon, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. Okay. As above, so below. Okay. Let's finish up with some angel cards for you. Nurturing the spiritual and physical body this month are important. Let's grab some of these angels for you. Efficiency. Work smarter, not harder, right? Maybe again in this time off, you'll find a creative solution will come to you as to how to increase your work efficiency, your flow, so you don't end up in this state of depletion. Integrity. Okay, that goes along with the Aletheia, the truth card, right? Shining your bright star within you, being in alignment with your truth, that resonates with integrity, discernment, another air-like quality, decision-making. Where do I go? Which direction, right? We have the Fool card taking his journey. Well, where do you want to go? And then we have healing. Beautiful. So that retreat and recharge is necessary. The spaces between the words are necessary. Time off is just as important as time on. Okay. Wonderful. All right. I hope you have a blessed and beautiful May, Libra. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.